A tale about awakening to the whispering earth. In a little, calm village deep in the heart of a lush and ancient forest lived a young woman named Dorothy. She had a never-ending passion to learn more about the wonders of the world. While the majority of the villagers were satisfied with their everyday routines, Dorothy was driven by a tremendous desire to connect with the consciousness she believed inhabited the natural world. One crisp, chilly morning, as the first rays of dawn touched the treetops and the birds began their lovely symphony, Dorothy decided to travel far into the forest. She entered the woods with nothing except her inexhaustible curiosity, leaving behind the familiarity of the village and the comfort of her house. As she made her way farther into the ancient forest, she noticed that the trees appeared to reach upward. The branches of the trees formed a canopy that filtered the sun's rays and left the floor of the forest with uneven patterns. Birdsong, rustling leaves, and a nearby creek's soft gurgling created a natural symphony that roused Dorothy's senses. The air was thick with the aroma of earth and plants, and she could feel the presence of the forest encircling her. Dorothy's first lesson in connecting with nature's consciousness came from an old oak tree. She approached it with reverence, her palm resting on the twisted bark. She closed her eyes and inhaled deeply, feeling the tree's energy flow into her. She could feel the tree's ancient knowledge, its roots extending deep into the soil and its branches reaching towards the heavens. Dorothy saw the oak tree as a forest guardian, watching millennia of life and change. It taught her that patience and serenity were the keys to understanding nature's consciousness. As she continued on her path, Dorothy came upon a meadow that was bathed in sunlight. A lovely breeze caressed her cheeks as butterflies danced amid the wildflowers. She sat down, allowing herself to become one with the meadow's beauty. She saw the flowers swaying in the breeze and realized that all living things, including herself, were part of a vast, interconnected web of life. The meadow made clear to her that unity and harmony were necessary for sensing nature's consciousness. Dorothy came upon a calm creek that babbled over smooth stones as she traveled farther into the forest. She kneeled beside it and dipped her fingers into the cool, clear water. The creek taught her the importance of flow and adaptability. It reminded her that life, like water, was continuously changing, and that accepting change was the key to connecting with nature's consciousness. As the day gave way to night, Dorothy found herself in a peaceful forest surrounded by old trees that stood as guardians of the passage of time. The silence was permeating, broken only by the rustle of leaves and the distant hoot of an owl. Dorothy felt a strong sense of serenity and connection in the silence. She recognized that nature's consciousness was a reflection of her own, a mirror that revealed the depths of her soul. Dorothy returned to her village with a heart full of wisdom and gratitude. She told the villagers about her experiences, encouraging them to go into the forest and connect with nature's awareness. Some people were skeptical, while others were fascinated. More villagers followed in Dorothy's footsteps throughout time, and the bond between the people and the forest grew stronger. They learned to pay attention to the wind's whisper, the rustling leaves' tales, and the ancient trees' words of wisdom. They became aware that every living thing, from the tiniest insect to the mightiest oak, had a place in the magnificent tapestry of existence. There was a significant transformation as the village and the forest became more entangled. The villagers began to care for the land better, planting trees and conserving the natural habitats of the forest's residents. They recognized that their well-being was inextricably related to the health of the land. As the years passed, Dorothy became a knowledgeable village elder who taught the next generation. The village prospered spiritually as much as materially. They discovered that nature's consciousness was not separate from their own, but was an essential component of their existence. One day, Dorothy experienced a profound sense of fulfillment as she stood beneath the same wise old oak tree where her journey had started. She understood that connecting with nature's consciousness was not about seeking anything external, but about acknowledging the divinity within yourself and all living things. Dorothy closed her eyes and listened as the sun set below the horizon. She could hear the forest's whispers, tales of the trees, and the earth's heartbeat. She suddenly understood that she was more than just a transient presence in this universe, she was an essential component of the universe. She had become aware of the consciousness that had always existed. She realized that it was her duty to treasure and safeguard it. As a result, Dorothy stood in the middle of the ancient forest as an example of the strength of curiosity, connection, and the profound understanding of consciousness occurring in nature. She'd gone on a self-discovery journey and discovered a deeper connection not only to the environment around her but also to the very core of existence itself. She'd found her true home in the whispering embrace of the forest and her heartbeat in the heartbeat of nature. If you want to improve your connection to existence itself, you can practice meditation. You can visit the link in the description for additional information on meditation. Thanks for watching.